Hi guys, I am here with a story for you. A true story from our book, When God Winks at You. This one is called Sam's Jam. Let me see, there is no verse before it, so let me just go ahead and start reading it for you guys. Sam's Jam. Sammy was a cute little mutt. Kind of a skinny Westie, I think. I would see Sammy excitedly pulling on his owner's leash, glad to be out of the New York apartment where he lived on East 79th Street to take his morning walk. As I waited to put my son on the school bus, I'd first say hello to Sammy and then to his owner, Richard. Sammy's name was pronounced Sammy. Richard's name was pronounced Reechard. Reechard. R-E-E, chard. He was French, an independent film producer. I enjoyed his musical. French Ascendant, Good Morning, almost as much as seeing. Sammy tried to pull his grown man onto the street faster than he wanted to go. As was the case every day, Sammy went jogging in Central Park with Richard, I should say. Sorry. They were running quite some distance from home at 109th Street because Richard knew Sammy always stayed very close to him, particularly in strange places. He took Sammy off his leash. Ah! This was always a treat for Sammy. The freedom to scamper, but not too far. Oh no, he'd stay close to Richard. What no one anticipated was a sudden appearance by the tough creature that controlled the area of Central Park, a huge Doberman, the kind Disney would cast as the typical bad guy dog. As the Doberman burst from the shadows, snarling, barking, and baring teeth, demanding to know why this skinny little dog was in his territory, Sammy did exactly what you or I would have done. He bolted. He ran and ran and ran. He had no idea where he was going, because as a city dog, he generally went to places only when his owner's leash, when he was on it. The only territory Sammy was familiar with was the block or two near Richard's 79th Street apartment. Richard was heartsick. He looked everywhere. He dreaded going home facing his wife Jill with the terrible news that Sammy was lost. Worse was the prospect of telling their 9-year-old daughter Chloe when she returned home from school. Well, yeah. But he has a name tag, said Jill in a voice choked with emotion. Perhaps somebody will find him and call us. Richard struggled. The prospects of someone stopping and looking at Sammy's collar just seemed improbable at the time. But he had to take action. He enlisted friends and laid out assignments for each person to search a specific quadrant of Central Park. They would hunt back at the apartment, hopefully, and come back with good news before Chloe got home at 3 o'clock. The searchers spread out. They looked and looked, up and down one pathway of the park and down another. They called out, "Sammy! Sammy!" By 2:45 p.m., the searchers reassembled at the apartment, each bearing a dejected answer and with nothing to report. "I'm sorry. Didn't find him." The housekeeper had left a note. Someone had called. Richard dialed the phone number. "Bonjour," answered the operator. "I'm sorry, I have the wrong number," said Richard. Thinking he had dialed the wrong number, he dialed again. "Bonjour," answered the operator again. "Hello," said Richard hesitantly. "Someone left this number to call. My name is Richard." "Oh, monsieur," said the operator. This French embassy. Your little puppy has come to visit us. He's in our garden right now, and we noticed a tag with your number. A burst of joy. Somehow little Sammy traveled 30 New York City blocks and came to rest at a place he'd never visited before, the French embassy. Sammy was thereby dubbed the first true bilingual dog of New York. Oh my God. As a child, you found refuge from things that were frightening, uncertain, or sad by crawling into your mom or dad's lap and receiving a warm, strong hug. You were wrapped with a love that dissolved everything scary. You were safe and at peace. Now, as a grown-up, hugs come in a different form. There may be someone in your life who hugs you in a special way. You feel a surge of energy that could be attributed only to the presence of God, your Father. And then there are small miracles, the baffling, unbelieving experiences called God winks, sending you hugs directly from Him, your Father. I hope you guys have a great night's sleep. Good night, guys.